RepCheck. RepCheck is an openized application. So what that means is it's an application that runs on Open Platform as a Service. So here we are at the home page of openplatformasaservice.com, and RepCheck is a specific application made with Agent System 1, which is an openized application. And so RepCheck is powered by Agent System 1, a very powerful intelligent agent creation system. So we're going to focus on RepCheck. And so what is an online reputation management tool? Basically, it is a way for you to monitor specific websites that you define for keywords that you define as well, and it'll monitor it as aggressively as you would like. And what makes it better than a tool like, say, Google's, what do they call it? Their Google Alerts, is that Google Alerts is way slower, and so you're at the mercy of when Google finds something out. It could be a week later, and that's way too long. And Google's searching the entire universe and trying to archive it in real time, which is just not possible. And so the advantage of RepCheck, it searches only the websites that you want it to, as often as you want it to, as frequent as 1 minute. I mean, that's pretty aggressive, right? And it'll report back to you instantly when it finds something. So let's jump in. We simply click on the application here, and we are today the CEO of Google, Eric Schmidt. So, and we're going to search Twitter. So I'm just going to copy the name here to make sure I get it correct. You need to give your RepCheck a name. So this is going to be just Eric Schmidt on Twitter is the name. Username, make sure that's industrial strength, right? You go to URLs and keywords. You basically just select all these objects. You go through and you set all the properties, and you're done. It's very simple. So the URL is Twitter, and you just, the easiest way is to go to the website that you want to search. Perform the actual search. And here's your hits down here. So what you'll do is you will copy it from up here and simply paste it into the URLs here. Make sure you put a carriage return, because you need a carriage return for each URL that you put here. You know, you can search as many websites as you want here, so you keep stacking them up. So you just need to make sure that you have a carriage return, or it probably won't work. It might work, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So what are you searching for? You're searching for Eric Schmidt, so that's your keyword. Okay, so what might happen here is the search might not work, and the reason is because these URLs can get a little funky, and sometimes you don't need all this data in here, and so you massage a little bit, and you do a trial and error. And knowing that, RepCheck has built in a way to test your search, and that's right here, the next object, test RepCheck. So we may get lucky and maybe it'll just work. We'll see. No. Okay, and this is why we wanted to do this live, because this is what you'll experience in practice. We didn't want to just make a prefab slick presentation. We wanted to actually show you what you'll experience in practice out there when you're making your RepChecks. Okay, so let's just paste this again. So let me put on my programming hat. You don't need this octothorpe, this pound sign. That's a little funky. That's an evil character, okay? And so let's make sure we have our carriage return. We do. So let's run it again. Okay, good. So that's what it was. When you go to Twitter here, internally Twitter is using this pound sign. This octothorpe is the technical name for it, for something. So let's see if we remove that even on the Twitter site and run it. The search will probably work identically. Yeah, and it does. So there it is. So for some reason they're adding that, and my guess is so they know that the search was performed from Twitter. So Twitter itself is adding that pound sign. Okay. So if we go back here, here's our search result, and just as a nicety it'll show you if you get a hit or not, so you can test your RepCheck. So it searched Twitter for Eric Schmidt, and what is in parentheses here is what matched. So we're all set. So we go to the next object, schedule. It's not critical, but it's more than very interested every 30 minutes. Let's search every 5 minutes, okay? And again, that's one of the things that makes this better than Google Alerts, is that it's just going to search this one site, Twitter, every 5 minutes, and it's going to report back if it finds something. So, you know, RepCheck doesn't have to try and archive the entire universe in real time like Google is. That's just impossible to do anyways. Okay, so this is like a ninja tool that just zeroes in on exactly what you need. Okay, so the schedule is good every 5 minutes, so it's going to run that search every 5 minutes, and if it finds a match, it's going to report back. Email settings. It's going to be from RepCheck, and you can make this whatever you want. So if you're a third party providing reputation management monitoring for a client, you can say that the email is from you. Okay, in this case I'm going to do support at open platform as a service.com. I'm going to put this to me. At my website. Eric was found on Twitter. And then, so in the body here, the message is what will show what we saw when we tested the RepCheck. That's what will automatically be appended here in the body of the message. So when you get your email, when there's a match, you can simply click on it in your email and go to that search. Go to the web page and check out exactly what is being said about you or your company. So email settings is all set, and we're done. And now we just save and run. And RepCheck will automatically compile this as an application, add it as a cron job, and it's in queue, and it's running, and away you go. You're all done. Your RepCheck Eric Schmidt on Twitter is now running. You will receive an email when there is a match. So that is RepCheck, a very powerful online reputation management tool running on open platform as a service.